Good morning, Kieran Downer from Document Management Tasmania, and welcome everyone out on YouTube. My goodness, this is new to us. And today I'm going to talk about the challenges of having a decentralised workforce. Now, as we know, we're sitting in the middle of a pandemic. By now, you've done over a month in a decentralised workforce. And if your team are like my team, and they probably are, slight cracks are starting to show, because we all know in our own home lives, not having the ability to visit our friends and family the way we used to is challenging. When you're sending your staff to work from home, when they may have their kids working from home as well, and all the other distractions that home brings, is also a challenging thing, because productivity wanes. You know that, I know that, because working from home is a skill, and it's something which is new to many of us. One of the things I want to talk to you about today is our corporate responsibility as being good businesses and good bosses to the people that you look after. This is dear to my heart, and it's something that I've talked about for many, many years. I'm a White Ribbon Ambassador. I also happen to be a very, very proud board member of the Hobart Women's Shelter, which I love dearly. And I am very well versed in what actually happens in our community and the things that we don't talk about. You see, in Australia, more than one woman dies every week from domestic violence. In the last 2 years, we've lost more of our daughters and our sisters than we have from COVID-19 in Australia. We know that when we send the domestic violence rate in Australia, by the way, is a published rate of 1:5, which we actually believe is higher than that. In my home state, I'm embarrassed to say it's 1:3, and I'm in Tasmania. These are challenging times, and we know that right here, right now, our community is really stressed and anxious, as we all are, in relation to the pandemic and the uncertainty of what tomorrow brings. We know that when we're working from home, for some people, there's no escape from the relationships, there's no escape from the sad reality of what they live with. At work, you and I provide a safe workplace. We look after our staff. I know you do too. When they're at home, it's just slightly more challenging. With a domestic rate of 1:5, or a domestic violence rate of 1:3 if you're in Tassie, do you have 3 ladies or 5 ladies that you work with? We're a private people, we Australians. We don't talk about this. It's a hard thing. We actually have to reach out constantly, probably more so than we ever have when we work in a centralised office, to try and support our people through the challenges that we have. I know in a normal loving relationship that you and I might have, it can be frustrating. It can be hard working because you feel you get cabin fever, for want of a better term, because we all want our lives to go back to normal. But as a business leader, as a business owner, you and I have a responsibility to our people to ensure that we bring them and look after them safely, and they come back to us safely. My company, your company, is only as good as the people we look after, and we have a responsibility to look after them regardless of where that workplace is. Whether it be in your office or their home office, they're still our people. On that thought, start working the phones. It's time to look after yours. Take care.